Oh, wait a minute. How come I don't see you there? Uh-oh. Slight problem. I do see me live, but I don't see you live. Hold on. Oh, yeah, there you are. I see you. Forget it. You're good. Oh, okay. Guess I should have muted myself. All right, let's see who's with us. It's going to be the first one who jumps in here and says hello. Oops. Oh, okay. I can hear myself. There we go. There's Ida watching. Nancy, Darlene. Okay, people are watching. I will click this off. Oh, maybe I won't click that off. There we go. Hello. Hi from Nevada, Doreen, Jackie, Vicky, Franny, Floor, and the Fenders. Sounded like a band real quick. Hi, everybody. It is 5 o'clock on Wednesday. Normally, we're here at 5:30. But I have a special guest, and then I had a request for some more drawing. So I thought, let's just do it all. And we'll wait till 5 o'clock. But I do have a special guest who's not in my studio, but I wish she was. She is coming to us from Texas. And I grabbed a cup of tea tonight. So I should have gotten a Texas mug, but I didn't. Debbie Bennett just said, it's Tracy time. Hi, Vicki from Bozeman. Step Bozeman, where? Montana? I don't know where Bozeman is. There's going to be 1,000. I'm wrong. Hi from South Carolina. I'm sorry, I have the North Carolina cup. Okay. Hola, amiga. Hi, Ida. It's so nice to see you guys. So I am going to do a demo drawing. I have a quick chat with a dear friend, business partner, and all-around super gal that I really want you to look at me. I had Bozeman, Montana right. Thank you. Vicki, just so you know, I have a long time pact with a college boyfriend, old boyfriend, still friends, that in 30 years, if things don't pan out, just like the song, we're going to meet in Montana. So thanks, Donnie and Marie, for that song. So if things don't pan out for me or for him, we're going to meet in Montana. We didn't decide on where, but if you know the song Meet Me in Montana, maybe you can tell me a good place. Okay. Judy, you are not late. In fact, we're all early. We're a half an hour early. It's 4:59. And I was going to put an embarrassing photo of my next guest on before she even got here, but I thought, no, I won't do that. Plus, I don't really have any. So it's not really like I could come up with something embarrassing. But it's 5 o'clock, and I'm excited to be part of something that's happening in my business partner's world. And I know you guys have heard me say, Donna, 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 Donna. If you have any problems, email Donna. Email Donna at support@yourartfuljourney.com. Well, there is a true person who lives at the end of that support@yourartfuljourney.com, and her name is Donna. I'm going to unmute you, Donna, and I'm going to bring you in. Hopefully, I'm going to bring you in. I see you. Hi, Donna.
Hi, Tracy. Hi, everybody.
Can you all hear and see Donna and myself? I can, and you look fabulous, by the way.
Thank you. Oh, I can see myself on another thing. Yes. Okay, cool.
Okay, good. So I just want to, this is Donna. This is the Donna that I talk about. This is the Donna who, this is the Donna who woke up Tracy. Wouldn't you say, Donna?
Yay. Yeah, I did.
Just to give you guys a little bit of background, do you want me to tell the story or do you want to tell the story?
Okay. I can tell the story.
Okay.
Because you talk a lot.
So. I do. I'm going to sit back.
No. So here's the the really the high level of the story is that back in 2015, I guess it was, I went through a divorce, and so I had been a long time freelancer, entrepreneur, whatever, and I was doing a lot of different things. But at that time, I sort of like thought, I got to go get a real job. So that's what I did. And so I got a job at Michael's, the arts and crafts place in their corporate marketing department, and really hated it. However, and it didn't last very long because I really hated it. But it led me to Tracy. So I was in the education department, and we were doing a video training for something, whatever.
Art. Thanks for remembering art parties. How to throw an art party.
Right. And you came in, you flew in, and you were going to be the talent. And I was like, okay, I don't know who this person is, but okay. But my previous career was a video producer, so I loved the whole video side of things. And you were amazing, and you were so fun to work with. And that never left me. Like we had that, I mean, it was like, what, 2 days that we shot together or something?
And then we had dinner.
Yeah, and it was like we just clicked at that time, but then we left. She flew back to wherever, and that was the end of that. And we had, friended each other on Facebook, but from that point forward, like never had contact with each other until last July. I was in Colorado, and I was on Facebook, and you had a post that came up, and I don't know why. Out of all of this time, I saw that post, but I think it was one of those God things, and the universe kind of just brought things together. And you put it out there, like, would anybody like want to paint with me and stuff? And I was like, wait, I remember her. And so I reached out to Tracy and I said, have you ever thought about doing this online? And then the conversation started.
And from my perspective, when she reached out to me, I remembered you, which was so great because I did love working with you, and you do have a way of bringing out, like, more enthusiasm, more this, jazz hands. And we had to do a lot of, like, I don't know, like fake, not fake, because we're like, we need extras. So like we're grabbing this person from Michael's, and I was teaching a paint party to them, but you just had a way of making it happen. Somebody just said Karma Creative Sisters. I would say yes.
Yeah.
And when Donna reached out to me, quite honestly, I get reached out for various things. And at that time, there were companies reaching out to me, and my aunt had passed away. My friend was going through really bad cancer and a bone marrow transplant. So I was like, yeah, sure, Donna, anytime. Yeah, just contact me. And I was flying to Michigan, and I started telling my parents about this. No, this past July, a year ago July, yeah. And so I was just having wine with my parents in their room, and we were talking about life. And myself, had also gone through a pivotal divorce. And I told my parents, oh, there's this lady that I worked with at Michael's contacted me, and I don't know, she wants to do something, talk to me when I get back. My dad's like, what's stopping you? Why aren't you calling her? Email her tomorrow. Tell her you're interested. And long story short, I got back, and maybe 3 weeks later, Donna was on a plane, and we hadn't lived together, stayed together, anything like that. And I was like, you're welcome to stay in my home. She was like, okay, if you don't mind, and I don't know about you, but we had a very tough working agenda that we attended to. Donna will fly in and has a plan. We're going to do this. We're going to record 8 videos. We're going to do your headshots. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And I am like sitting there going, I really don't even know if I'm signed up for this yet. I mean, sounds fun. You want a glass of wine? No. And the wine came afterward. We realized we have an affinity for wine and relaxation.
For working wine.
Yes. And I remember Donna sitting to the side of me, and she says, okay, we're going to launch right now, this very second. I was like, oh, I thought we were going to happy hour.
One. Boom.
And then we left. And then we left. And we're like, I hope somebody signs up. So everybody is saying, good for your dad. Dads give us a reality check. My dad is forever in my life been a person who says, okay, what's stopping you? And literally, I did go back to my room that night and I drafted the email back to you and I said, whatever you have in mind, I'm in.
Yeah, and it's just one of those gut feelings. I think for me, it was totally like when I first met you, it was like instant. It was like she's great on camera. Her art is awesome. Like I just love it. It's so bright and cheery and wonderful. And so it wasn't hard for me to say, I know you can do this because it's in my gut. Like I know I spot talent and I know when I see something that can be great. And now look at you.
I do have to say, Donna, you come from theater and drama. And one thing that I will tell you this, when I was working with her at Michael's, I did realize I needed glasses for distance because I don't know if you remember, the teleprompter was really like, I was like, oh, so, I'm acting excited, but I also had to like
Like I
my next
can't see
line, yeah. So, but Donna had a way of saying, forget what's there, just say what's from your heart. And now we have a working relationship where I do trust you. And I don't trust easy because I don't want somebody blowing smoke up my keister or saying that was fabulous because Donna will say, ugh, a little more energy. So tell us about your background and where you are, because Donna has something that's new and exciting. I'm really excited to be part of it. And the other thing I love about it is today we had this conversation with our accountant. We are a female-owned and operated business with females who believe in collaborating and lifting one another up. So tell us about you, Donna.
So, long story short, like I said, my first career was in video production. So I've been a broadcast and corporate video producer for 20 plus years. Burned out, and my other love is theater. And so, back when my second daughter or my middle daughter was, I think she was probably about 10. In our community where we lived, she took a theater class and she loved it. But then there was nothing more than that. I had been in professional theater for a little bit throughout college and a little bit after that, and have a ton of friends in the industry. And so I was like, okay, well, where we live, it wasn't feasible to take her in the Metroplex. We live in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, and it's really difficult to get places during the week, especially when you have 3 kids. And so it was like, okay, this isn't going to work. I can't take you an hour each way to classes and things. And so I just started thinking about it. I was like, there's nothing here, so I'm just going to start something. And so I started a nonprofit theater arts academy back in 2008. And it's still underway, except for the shutdown has shut us down since March. But our big flagship product is an after-school enrichment program called the Drama Club. And we are on campuses throughout the Metroplex. But due to the shutdowns and everything, we are unable to operate. So it's time to pivot. And so I've been working over the past few months to pivot to produce something online for kids and parents. And then it dawned on me, it's like, wait a minute, I've got these other amazing, talented colleagues. Tracy is one of them. I also have a baker friend, and we are forming this membership that is creative arts inclusive. So it's theater arts, filmmaking, art journaling, and baking and cooking. And that's for kids ages 6 to 13.
Now you're going to have me handle the baking, right?
You're a baker, just like I'm the artist.
I am, just so you know, putting the link out there that Donna is talking about. So keep going, Donna. Sorry.
So we are doing exactly what she and I did back a year ago and creating a founding members launch. So basically, for a lifetime access, you can pay one price and get in at this, sort of dirt cheap price point. Because what we want to do is we want to get people in there. We want to get feedback. We want to be able to develop it so that it is exactly what kids and parents want. So we do have some core content, and a lot of stuff is already done, but we want to keep making it better. And so again, we've just opened it up for 48 hours, and we are going to close it down tomorrow at noon. And so if you're interested, now's the time to get in, because just like we've done with Your Artful Journey, the prices will go up over time, and this is the time to get in if you're interested.
And it's going to have lots of different things. This is what I love because, first off, I have 3 kids too. And I do feel really, my kids, my last 2 are twins, just graduated this year from high school, so they're going on to college. But I do really feel for parents right now having to deal with Zoom schooling, distance learning. The other thing that, let's just flat out say it, the arts and music and home ec, these are all the things that have been dropped out due to budget, whatever. And I think these are some of the most pivotal, most important lessons that you give your kids to go along with reading, writing, and arithmetic.
Yeah, exactly. And so, especially, for, my one of my millennial kids, my daughter's 21, my youngest, and she was talking to me the other day, and she said, my generation, she said, the kids now are really starting to get into journaling and art journaling because of the mental health issues that all of those guys, there's so much stress and there's so much anxiety that's happening with that generation. And she said there are so many people that are starting to get into that. And then the baker, Ginger Blazik, who is our pastry chef extraordinaire. I mean, she's really passionate about just teaching kids some basic cooking skills and basic, how to be comfortable in the kitchen. Because there's nothing worse than sending your kid off to college and they have no idea how to do any of that kind of stuff for themselves.
Do you want to know what my college cuisine was? A baked potato with butter and cheese whiz made in the microwave. And look at how right I turned out.
Perfect.
No, it's really true. And people right now are saying amen to the arts of all kinds for all of our generations. I do have to say, it's something that has saddened me. When my kids were smaller, I volunteered and taught art. I would go in there and carry all my supplies in, and I was that weird mom. But I had that affinity, and I had that love for it and that passion. So I totally understand, and I think it's a great offering. Sandra just said, I'm also in the Metroplex. What are you going to have for my grandson, who is 12 now? He's on the top level of the age.
So there's a lot of different things. So every aspect, every different section that will have offerings will have a varied offering. So like, for instance, Tracy's art offerings are going to be, she'll have some simpler things for, the 6, 7, 8-year-olds, but she'll have something a little more difficult and a little more challenging for that upper end. We have things like filmmaking, that's not really going to be for a 6-year-old, but that's going to be really in a sweet spot for that 10 to 13-year-old child that is, fascinated with something like that. And so filmmaking, theater arts,
filmmaking, video.
It's going to be all levels, and there's going to be different things for each age group.
So this is great. Oh my gosh, Donna, cooking. Please, please, please teach our kids how to cook, which includes, I love this, cleaning. just saying. I would
You know
like
what?
to,
So
I
the
would
other
like to
day I was
say
talking.
that I could teach the cleaning part because you realize how crazy I am about cleaning.
Okay, you're going to teach the cleaning part. But one of the things in terms of the cooking is that Ginger was talking about how if kids make something themselves, they're more likely to eat it. So if you have a hard time with healthier dishes and things like that, if they make it, they'll eat it, which is
So
really
all of my kids, my daughter did not. My oldest went, I would write right around that age group from 10 to 13, was really into cooking. Now, my middle one, who's leaving for college, by the way, in a week, we actually can see his carpet in his room. It's really encouraging. Um, he loves to cook, but only for himself. So I don't. And then let's see, we had somebody, Margaret said, my 7-year-old grandson wanted to art journal with me. When he saw what I was doing with my first wine with wine, he was very impressed. This is something from, I can only talk from my portion or my standpoint. I am going to highly encourage parents to buy inexpensive supplies that the kids can have on their own. I even just pulled out like praying watercolors so that they're affordable, they're inexpensive, and really encourage your child to have their own art journal. I still have my art that was contained in sketchbooks from when I was young and was in the basement by myself teaching myself how to draw. So it is really truly a gift, and I think it's something great. I think it's right up your alley because you are somebody who inspires other people to come out of their comfort zone and do things. I mean, I'm being one of them, me being one of them.
well. I'm a producer at heart, and I when I see talent and interest, especially with kids. Like I've seen it in this drama club stuff that I've done for, almost 15 years now. And it's like, I see kids that come into a program very shy, wallflowers against the wall. And, they go through the program over the years. And by the time that they're in 5th grade or 6th grade, they are leaders of this group, and they are, they've blossomed into confident and creative individuals, and it's just amazing to
Look what
see.
you did to me. No, I'm kidding. um,
Look how you
Question. Lori would like to know, will you include 14 to 18-year-old students in the future?
certainly would consider it.
That,
Yes,
that is something I'm looking at. Sorry.
but initially that's not my wheelhouse, and that's not my sweet spot. So that's why we're starting with this more elementary age group.
Yeah. Plus, I'm going to say this from a standpoint of teaching children. And I happen to work for another art company who their whole focus is education in children. That's Jelly Arts. She really firmly believes in supporting programs such as yourself. The one thing I do have to say is kids are, you get them and they're so open, they're willing to do whatever. And it's normally the parents who are kind of like, oh, no, no, and I'm always like, let it go, let it go. And that's what I'm right now with parents in art journaling. I am really trying to encourage people my age, let it go. It's a piece of paper, just like when you were a kid. It's a piece of paper.
Yeah, yep, yep. It's hard to do that sometimes when you have all these, these years of all sorts of filters and things that have,
Now,
gotten into you.
question. Sorry to interrupt. Let's see. Yeah, ask all your questions right now because we're going to start drawing soon. But I want to make sure right now while Donna's here. Can we sign up grandchildren, or do they need to sign themselves up?
I would say sign themselves up so that they have their logins and everything, and that way, if they're at your house, then they can still log in remotely because they can be anywhere to log into it.
Yeah,
Now, you could always, if it's something you want to gift to them, we can work that out.
yeah. Mary just said they're like sponges and not afraid. It is so, 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 so true. Yeah. And any questions, we'll field any questions. I will field questions about what it's like to work with Donna.
But yeah, any other additional questions? If we miss them here, then I'll go back in and answer.
Okay, great. Perfect. I will, yeah. So she'll go in afterward. Well, Donna, this wasn't so bad. Just so you know, it kind of takes some coercing to get her out from behind the camera. But I notice when she goes behind the camera, she is just like in her zone, in her natural space. I would say that we do have a really great dynamic of like how we work together. Do you agree?
No. Yes, of course.
And
Oh
we
my
do.
gosh. Yes.
And we have fun. Like it really is work, 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 work. Donna will fly out for a weekend and we just do intense, this is what we're doing, and then come 4 or 5 o'clock, or as we like to call it, happy hour. We like to be happy.
Yeah, it's been a very seamless and easy work
Oh my
relationship.
God, knock on wood now, because now you're making me nervous.
Yes.
Okay, and Ida said it sounds like a wonderful program. I think it's really timely. I mean, and it's not, it's bad to say that we now all have to pivot because of this, but we do. We do. Uh,
Yeah, it's really for this particular program, it's given me an opportunity to not be the sole content provider, but again, I'm in a producer role, so I can bring in all of these relationships and these very talented people that I've met over the years in the industry, and it's really exciting because um, we're better together, and I mean, it's an incredible value. That's all I got to say.
what did I say to you when I made the deal to go into business together? Do you remember what I said?
I just want to paint.
I don't want, I gave her a laundry list of what I don't want to do. She's like, I got your back. I got your back. I'm like, all I want to do is paint. And so, really, quite honestly, that is, I'm moving because the light is kind of doing weird thing. Quite honestly, that has allowed me to shine and to give and do more. And also to see you shine. And really, we built this business. We built this business. Oh, we we built this from the ground up, and it's just, I'm excited to see where things are going, and I am excited to see where you're going with this and all the talent that you have the ability to corral.
Going together, not me, we.
I just want to sit in the back seat and paint. Okay.
You can still do that.
Everybody's saying it's nice to see us together. Yeah, it is. Next time she's here, I will get her to come in front of the camera, but she's like, okay, I'm done. Like today, she said, can I be online and be done early and then you go draw? So
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
give the
ready.
link. I'll give the link one more time. And any other questions for Donna, she will answer them. She will stay. And people are saying, so glad you started this business and you are bringing your talents. It is really a good thing. We have gotten um, from our tribe, my tribe, we have gotten amazing emails and a couple that I'm going to share within our group this week. So Darlene says, Donna, if you're ever thinking of visiting East Texas, let me know. Texas wine.
All right.
Darlene,
Where in East?
we're in East Texas, Darlene. Please don't give your address.
Yes.
Okay, now everybody's saying, let's paint. No, I'm kidding.
All right. Yeah, there. Yeah,
Did you have fun, Donna?
I did.
Good.
We can do this again sometime.
I know. We just need, and we need to do it like where we are having happy hour with everybody. I'm
I
just,
know. Let's do that. Let's do that in the membership with wine.
yeah, let's do that. We will do that with our members. Darlene says near Tyler, Texas.
Okay. Yay. Yeah.
Hmm.
So, do you know where Canton is? And the flea markets. Awesome.
There we go. Oh, did you see Bonnie's comment? Donna looks like
Yep.
Harold Burnett.
I know.
She does. All Everybody says we're all getting on the next plane to Texas. I know. Next time I have to come there because you've been here twice. Yeah, and
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
getting
And then
lots of woman
we
power.
talk about our in-person stuff that we're going to do, in 2022.
2022. Oh yes. Oh my God. Okay, yeah. I was like, I'm like, I can't even get a 2021 calendar. I think all the companies right now are. Nobody needs us after 2021. I was trying to get a new calendar today, and my calendar isn't out yet. The final question for you is Nancy would like to know if you do the Tarzan yell like Carol Burnett did.
But I will say, thanks. I'm so glad we had this time together just to have a laugh and sing a song. Once we get started, just before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long.
On that note, my friend, I'm going to go
Bye.
paint and I will see you later. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Okay, what y'all think? She's amazing. Now I gotta do what I said I'm gonna do. And let's see, let's disconnect from there. Okay, you have my undivided attention. What do you guys think? Isn't she amazing? I don't know. It's great. And I do have to say, today, you have to handle serious business matters and all this stuff. Women can rule the world. Just saying. Yeah, everybody is saying it's really nice to put a face. But now you probably want to know what's going on in my studio. Okay. Sorry, I have yoga pants on today. You know why? Because I could. I love the Carol Burnett show. How on earth do you not? Do you know what I watched the other night, real quick, before I start drawing? And I will start drawing. I am an avid I Love Lucy fan. I have loved Lucy, love, love, love. And I learned something about her. I learned a lot about her, but I watched an all night thing, I don't know on what TV, about Lucy. Oh my God, it was so great. And her partner with Vivian. And it was just great. So that is, I did not know Desi Arnaz lived in Del Mar too. All right. So, just want to say, if you haven't been on my Facebook, these say handmade by Tracy Apple Studios, if you wonder what that says. If you haven't been to my Facebook page today, I always tell you I'm going to finish things, and I do finish them. It takes a little bit, but I drew all of these, and I prepped something for today, and I'm going to answer a question today that came up. So this was just prepped 2 minutes. Excuse me, I just drank a whole cup of tea, and there really is tea in this mug. Oh, what's left of it. Okay. I love her movies too. Oh my God, the one with the Airstream. I just love her. I just loved her whole life story, and oh my God, really enjoyed it today. So what am I going to do? I'm going to grab a Sharpie. Sometimes I just draw fresh. Sometimes I draw on something. And I decided today that I would just, this background is just on a watercolor piece of paper. It was purple and turquoise. I can't get over, I had turquoise and purple on the brain since Monday. Y'all know why. And I'm just going to grab two pens today. We won't stay on here long. You've already been here for long enough. But if you have questions, I will answer your questions. And I'm going to start with an ultrafine Sharpie. Today, Robin H., I do remember her name, she's one of our members, asked me, really, where do I start when I start drawing a drawing? Okay, where do I start? Like, if I'm drawing a flower, do I start in the middle? Do I start in the end? And I thought that was a really good question. Most of the time, let me make a little eye contact with you. Most of the time, I start in the middle and I work my way out. Okay, so I'm going to just draw. I'm just going to draw. That's what I'm going to do. And, where do I begin? I start from the very beginning, the very first place to start. What movie? Starts. Do, re, mi. Do, re, mi. Okay, whoops, sorry. I was so relaxed. So you notice I just drew a circle. That could stay a circle. It doesn't have to stay a circle. I don't really have anything in my brain. I'm just kind of playing around right now. But this is typically where I start. It's just right in the middle, and I pick a place. I don't normally start in the middle of the paper. Sometimes the paint will be in a place where it tells me a story and I can see petals. Thank you for saying Sound of Music. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, a deer, a female deer. Re, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself. Fa, a long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread. Okay, I'm going to be cut. Look at this, you, my Sound of Music lovers. Oh, love Julie Andrews. All right, I'll stop singing. But I hope my friend Mark, who is on here, decides to be laughing because I'm making a complete and utter fool of myself. All right. I'm doing that for you. Now, what happens when I have this drawn and I don't really know where I'm going or I have nowhere to go? Or, you know, I could put another one over here. I could put another one over here. I like to build on what I got going. And sometimes I'll look at the paint and say, oh, is it saying something to me? It is kind of saying something to me. What is it saying? Paint me, paint me, paint me. Okay. Sometimes it says nothing, and I stand there and stare at it, and I'm pretty mad at it for a while. But normally it says something. Oh, shoot. I realized as I was saying that. Robin Harkless, thank you. See? You ask, I listen. I love that. I love when I can immediately answer the question a half an hour after it's asked. I try, but I am realizing you can't please everybody. Mark, I hope you're laughing. I just got a heart. All right. And I just made Robin's day. So, Robin, where do I normally start? Right in the middle. I feel like it's easier to build out. Now, that's personally me. Now, am I starting in the middle of everything? See, now, is this not talking to me? No, it's not talking to me. So let's put another flower right here. And remember, my first little sketch is just a sketch. I mean, yes, I'm committed and I'm using a Sharpie, but I have workarounds. I tell my members all the time, we have workarounds for that. Now, see, I feel like there's something else in here. Oh, I know what I see. Oh, see, I didn't start in the middle. But let's put the middle in. Okay. Oh, I know this is gonna, and I won't probably be finishing this, but I will ultimately finish it. And I do share it, and I did record the beginning. I'm gonna pull this out of here because there's really no purpose for that. I'm not dealing in water right now. So you kind of notice there are flowers going behind and in front of. But generally, hi Chris, generally I work from the middle and work my way out. And see, like this flower right here, it's abutted next to something. See, I kind of see something right in here. Okay, I don't know. Let's do a little, here's the center of that one. Doesn't have to be perfect. This to me is relaxing. Now, right now, I have about a cup of awake tea in me. That's probably maybe not the painting relaxing me. I got the jitters a little bit, but Hitomi just asked a really, really good question, and this is going to probably make me look crazy, even more crazy than I feel at the moment. Does the page speak to me? Every piece of my art every piece of my art. Quite honestly, it does speak to me. I don't get caught up in the process so much as I get caught up in the feeling that I have, the relaxation it grants me. Um, and this, I don't know what this is over here. And sometimes it warrants going off the page to realize what something is. Like this isn't perfect. I can keep filling this in. Okay. But yeah, it does speak to me. There we go. Now, then I end up having like little spaces or negative spaces, or there's something like, okay, over here, here, I'll do this. Da, 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 da. Do you see if it's going underneath? Whoops. Sorry. It is easiest. Now, if I'm in bed, it's not so easy. I've noticed. Um, it is, I like to just move the book instead of me trying to move my wrist and become uncomfortable. Here's another thing I say all the time, all the time. Watch how you're holding the pen. If you are death gripping something, if you're not relaxed. I mean, that's like when they tell you in yoga, which I hate, breathe. Okay, first off, I hate when people tell me to breathe. You know why I hate it? Because my body does that automatically and you don't have to tell it to breathe. Now, the problem is when I am doing yoga, I find that I am never breathing, and they were right. And I don't like other people to be right when they tell me to breathe. So, obviously, yoga is not something I do well. Do I have certain flowers that I love to draw more than others? Yeah. If I'm sitting here with you all, I'm probably just going to go to my arsenal of flowers that I have kind of in my brain. You might see some repeaters. But I do generally try to improve my uh what do you call it? What do you call it? Like my storage space of flowers. And I do draw many different flowers. Now, for my members in your Artful Journey, that's something we concentrate on. 1 month it was pick a flower, and we are talking about doing a what's it called? What is it called when it's your like birth the flower for the month? We're talking about that. Okay, everybody says their Apple Watch tells them to breathe. I figured out how to turn that stupid thing off because that's the last thing I want to hear when I'm at work. Breathe. Got it. My body is doing that automatically all day. So yeah, daisies. I cone flowers. I just have like an arsenal of flowers that I kind of stick. Roses. I know how to draw roses. I mean, I just now when I'm doing a demo for you guys, or sometimes like I'll print up a photo. I'll give you an example. Here's an example. This is how I get better. How do I get better? So this is in my neighbor's, no, this is in my friend's yard. I love hibiscus. So sometimes I'll print something up. So this was printed up that I'll keep off to the side, and that will inspire me on flowers. But if you know my friend Sharon, this is in her yard. She took the photo and sent it to me. A lot of people will send me flower pictures, and I'm always looking stuff up. I want to know how it grows, where but I don't draw the same flower all the time. So don't, probably this looks a little bit like, stuff you've seen before, but that's because I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel here. I want to entertain you and have something somewhat turn out. If I'm going to concentrate, I'm going to be learning. Does that make sense? Does any of that make sense? And obviously, this is... I really dig with my members to try and encourage them to draw because that's really where you're free. If you always are, always having to draw something else, you're not necessarily free. But if you are not comfortable with it, then I get it. Some people don't like to draw. I didn't come out liking to draw. I definitely learning to draw this is not where I come from, my comfort space, just so you know. It's just as foreign to me as it was to you. Now, people ask me all the time, how did you get better? Well, what did your dad tell you when you took up an instrument or something? Practice, practice, practice. Oh my God, I hated that. And I won't finish this, but like I'll just get the basic drawing down. I always share, like usually in a day or two. I take what I do here, make a little video. Sometimes I put some interesting music to it. And every day, almost every day, you kind of get new like ideas or content from me. Friday, by the way, is morning meditation with your Artful Journey members. And that is my favorite space to be in. Oh, Robbie just said, "You are so creative, funny, and you have an awesome body." No, she didn't write that. She doesn't know what I look like. And I am carrying 10 to 15 extra pounds with me at the moment. Sorry about that. That's the thing about drawing. That's the thing with anything. In order to remember how to do it, you kind of have to do it a few times. I'm adding some leaves in here. You know, you can't expect uh, to come out of the gate perfect, right? Okay, so I'm just looking around and I'm filling stuff in as I see where it should be filled in, and that's what I'm doing. So do I see something that should go here? Yes, I do. Now, am I drawing over a drawing? Yes, because I know what I'm going to do with these little leaves. I'm going to color them in, so it's not going to matter. Cool. How do you paint a flower pop so that you're how do you make a flower pop so your painting has dimension? That comes with shading. That comes in the end with shading. Chris just said, "Don't feel bad. I'm carrying COVID-19 with me." You know what? I found that I'm carrying the same dang thing, and I'm not too pleased about it. All right, we're gonna just fill this up. I don't know what's gonna. I will make sure to share this. Oh, Joanne says, "Hello, I'm joining late." Okay, well, we're gonna have to start all over again. I have decided. I have decided, just to be clear, I'm okay carrying around a few extra happy pounds. Now, if they were sad, depressing pounds, like, when you go through tough things in life, I don't want to carry those around. I'm going to carry around happy pounds, is what I like to call them. Where can we get your stamps? Here you go. I'll give you the link right here. www. Oh, there's a code. I think it's Tracy10. I don't know. DareToBeArtsy.com. Yes, I have stamps out. I think I have 21 of them to be exact. Because I don't sleep. All right, if I filled this page up to enough happiness, won't some white be just ever dashing on this? Yeah, you guys, just be happy with what you got. I mean, really, we're always trying to I don't know. I realized I ran 2 half marathons last year and I was still not at my goal weight. Or not last year, let's be real. Um, uh, Now it was 2 years ago. See, COVID has me all jacked up. But let's be honest. Even when I ran those 2 half marathons, I still was complaining about my weight. I mean, who does that? I want that body back. I promise, God, if you decide to put me down to pre-COVID weight, I won't complain. Oh, Tracy 10. I think it's all one word. Good, 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 good. Thanks for remembering, guys. Now, I'm kind of in love with this in my own little way. It's not perfect. It's just, it represents this day. And I'm coming from this day. By the way, my wine barrel is leaving tomorrow, too. And I answered, Robin, anybody have a question? I feel like right now I could solve world peace. I really don't normally feel very good about much of the answers I give, but today I'm kind of going to go with yes, it's working. And I even have dinner prepped and I got the laundry done. Okay, tomorrow's going to be. Oh, tomorrow? No, Friday. You just did the cleanse. Did you lose the weight yet? I didn't really do that for losing weight, but I did lose weight. I think I lost 6 pounds. Ugh, those were not happy pounds lost. That was uh, total torture. I won't do that again, but I am going to go back to working out. It's just been blistering hot, which is another excuse. I can't go to the gym. There's another excuse. I like Triscuits and cheese in bed at midnight. There's another excuse. I like the occasional glass of wine. There's another excuse. Yeah, I'm just saying. All right, now let's do a little couple of. So Friday, I have my son is moving to college, not this weekend, but next weekend. I have decided for you all who have been watching my little bit of Wyland drama, for you who don't know, go to my Facebook page. I am literally a little, sort of, kind of, a little maybe obsessed with Wyland, who is a very well-known artist out of Laguna. He paints sea life and animals, and he has a gallery in San Diego. Found out he is going to be there Friday and Saturday. Well, Saturday I have a bridal shower, and Marianne, nachos and cheese too. That works for me, but I love Triscuits and cheese. He is going to be in San Diego. I am going. I am going. I probably will get a restraining order issued against me. I am actually going to take my chance in that department, and I am going to go. So I'm going to try and like take you guys along with me. I'm going to take my camera, and I don't know, like, masks, and he has the most dreamy eyes. So I'm not even worried about him wearing a mask. I think it's going to be fine. I feel he also drives a Mustang convertible, lives with his mother, and I found out he's from Michigan. So how this could not be better. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go, and I'm just gonna go for the hell of it. I know. Um, I'm done because I feel like if I put one more thing down, I'm just gonna basically be sneezing more stuff. So you're gonna want to know how this ends up being, right? I mean, I won't. It's 5:49. I like these demos on Friday or on Wednesdays to be quick and easy. I know if he doesn't fall for me, he probably will need to know my last name and will want to get a restraining order. But that's fine. I'm going to take my chance and I'm going to go. So I was going to try and go on Saturday, but I have a bridal shower to go to where I found out there was going to be entertainment and champagne. So I can't do that. It's meant to be. I mean, the poor guy. I mean, now I did check his age. He's slightly out of my age range, but I feel like there's some flexibility there because if you look at him, he doesn't. I think he's like 64, 65, 64 maybe. I mean, if his birthday was at the same time mine is, that would be pretty crazy. Okay. Wyland, if you are watching this by chance, just so you know, I will never compete with you in the art department. We're in two different worlds. And I would, people want to know what his name is. Oh, go to my Facebook page. It happens to be covered in it. His name is Wyland. I didn't really look. I think he's 64. Does somebody want to look that up for me? It's 5:51, and I'm going to stay here for a couple more minutes, answer questions. I do want to thank you guys. I think it's a totally doable age, but I'm 50. Am Am I 50? I'm 50. But, with the Mustang convertible and my dream, I'm not looking at this with dollar bills. What I'm looking at is my dream car is a Mustang convertible. Now, I want my own and I want to get my own, but I'm just saying. And he's originally from Michigan, so he probably has a little bit of an accent left. And he loves his mother. I mean, really? His mother lives with him. Now that, I don't know. Okay, Brenda just said her husband and her are 16 years apart and they've been married for 49 years. That's been my problem. That's definitely, yeah, age is just a number. And he lives right in Laguna Beach. I love the ocean. I mean, he has a pet tortoise. Mm-hmm. Yes. She has some sort of like granny flat or something. He lives over his studio in Laguna Beach. I've been there. I mean, I didn't go up to his room. I was down in the gallery that they have below. And they're closing I used to go to his San Diego gallery a long time ago. Oh, in my 20s, where I had a body, like, I was so thin. And Deborah Hankener is living my life, by the way. She has a Mustang convertible, and her husband owns a boom lift. Definitely need to up my game just a little bit. I just need to up it. Older men are the best. You guys, I didn't know this. I feel like if I need any dating advice, this is the place I would come because I have not really done a good job in that department. So he's supposed to be on channel 4. Oh, look at people are looking him up. Yeah, if you guys weirdly want to go posting like, oh, look at Tracy Wine's apples. I mean, maybe he'll notice. I don't know. It's turning into a bit of a problem. And I'm not even I don't really like celebrities. I don't really like everybody puts their pants on the same way. But, okay, 7 years difference, 14 years difference, married for 40. This is what I've been doing wrong. I really should start looking for somebody who's clearly older than me. Yes, I am. This has become a little bit like I've known him, like I've known for years. But Chris, I love you. I know that. Okay, a couple of things. I really, really enjoy being here on Wednesday nights. I thank you all for tuning in and really just being a part of my world. Married for 57 years. I was -7 when you got married, Bonnie. Listen, Bonnie, that's Midwest. I had a couple of constructive criticisms on my Wednesday night where they want me to draw and not talk. My page, my channel, my world. You guys can always mute me. But I get complaints like if there's music, they don't like the music. If you don't like the talking or the yibber yabber, this was free. I totally understand. And I just want y'all to be in my world. I love this. And I watch a lot of what can make me better stuff. And I'm just going to continue to do me. Wednesday nights are totally free, and we will switch it up. Like next week, I'll jump on, I'll start drawing, and I won't even talk. This week, I had a special interview. The other thing I want y'all to do is to tell me what you want to see. I had a request for this, to unpack this and talk about my travel bag and what I take with me. And I'm going to dig into those items. But resoundingly, the most popular thing that you guys want to see me do is to paint and draw. So sometimes I will paint, sometimes I will draw. Your Artful Journey members, you guys are totally, we're in another space. So you guys get me all the time, and you get to ask and do whatever you want. So just so you know. Um, so everybody said boring. So I'm going to continue to do me unless Friday turns out better. And then in that case, I might not be live next Wednesday. I might be busy. Yes, I will use acrylics. We will be doing that in your artful journey for sure. And you guys, if you haven't noticed, I'm also on Jelly Arts page, and I work with acrylics with them. No, don't change. This is awesome, relaxing, and a lot of smiles and giggles. That's what I want. Donna said silence would be awful and awkward. Keep chatting while you're creating. That is the thing. What I do for a living involves watching paint dry. You ever heard the saying? It's really boring to watch paint dry. If you've ever taken one of my live classes, this is who I am. Chris can resoundingly tell you this is who I am, and I don't act any different. In fact, I probably act even worse. You know, ever since Donna got me out of my shell, it's like, nobody puts baby in the corner. Now everybody wants to stuff me back in the corner. Ida has known me no, I'm not going to say this. If Mark is still here, Mark has known me the longest because we went to high school together. Only I was quiet and shy. He remembers somebody else. I took your live class 12 years ago and I loved it. 12 years ago? Okay, I was, so much younger. Okay. Tommy just said in real life. In real life, I get to pick on people. I get to tell people that they're clutching the pen. I want to know what I taught. Yeah. God, I've been doing this so long, and I really love it. You guys, there's nothing better than sharing this. And there's nothing better than being proud of who I've become or becoming. Or I'm trying. Linda, I love you too. You know that. Okay. So your Artful Journey members will see me Friday morning at 8 a.m. for a 20-minute morning meditation where we kickstart your creativity. For those of you who will want to be curious, oh my God, yes, you did. Okay, I totally know this now. Okay, she's right, 12 years ago. All right, can tell. I have inspired people to draw again. That is what we're doing. So on Friday, I'm going to go downtown San Diego. I'm actually going to get away for the night because my son is moving into college the following weekend. And I decided to lock myself in a hotel, I think, and just do a little bit of escaping from COVID and life. And I'm going to try and take you guys along as best as I can. So expect over the weekend some odd live field trips. And if it doesn't look like I'm a weird person filming this guy, somebody also said to me, there is no proof unless there's pictures. My first goal is to get a picture with him. My second goal will be to weirdly film him. My third goal is to get a ride home in the Mustang. My fourth goal is to not be live next Wednesday. You'll get a pre-recorded robot with music who doesn't talk through the whole thing. Oh my God. Oh God. Okay. I will try and take you along. I am now, and I am going to try and get pictures, but not like, hi, Yvonne. See, Yvonne's known me for a long time too. I'm not going to make it awkward and the other thing is Friday, he's going to be on the news. I don't want to make the news. Like, I don't want to be that person that they interview and I look and I'm in the back doing this. I promise I'm not going to do that. However, just in case, I'm going to video the channel 39 news. And I'm just going to, like, just in case. So, look at this. Robbie says, currently marriage, 29 years and counting. Collectively, that's 49.5 years. Oh, Sandra wants to know if Sandra, I will find out on Friday, but right now I'm going to concentrate on me. And I'm going to just get to know him. I think it's weird if I lead with, "Hey, do you have an old friend?" But I don't think there's anything wrong with me saying, "Hey, I hear you grew up in the Midwest, just like me, and we have really good values." Flirt, wink, oops, I dropped my handkerchief. Oops, I'm kidding. None of that's going to happen. Uh-oh, do you guys have a blank screen or am I still here? And by the way, I don't carry a handkerchief. Ooh. Ooh, let me just bend over. Oh, thanks for getting that for me. Where in Mark just said, I will bring the bail money. There is a high probability. I'm gonna look. I don't know where he's from, but I can pretty much okay, not a blank screen. Okay, isn't it weird? When I search Wyland, every page that's in my history was oh my god, he's so gorgeous. Yvonne just said I'll bail you out. Ida, um oh, I'm sorry. I'll get that paintbrush for you. Now keep in mind, I'm going to be wearing Spanx, probably double loaded, which is what my girlfriend and I call scuba gear. So I will be able to say to him, "Hey, right now I could go deep sea fishing because I'm wearing two layers of Spanx." He's just so gorgeous. You guys, I refuse to do a GoFundMe for your Artful Journey members that says, "Please contribute $5 to get Tracy out of jail." You know what? Forget I said that. I think I actually would do that. As long as I didn't start the GoFundMe and maybe one of you started it, it would be different if I started it. All right. Oh, see, I also want to know if Wyland's his real name. Like maybe his name is Tim Alberts, and I would be able to go, "Hey, Tim. Hi." I can't say Tim because that's my brother's name. Forget that. All right, enough about this. But if you guys are interested, remotely interested, I will take you to. He's from Madison Heights. Totally know where that is. I can talk about it. Oh, he was from the rich part of town, but that's okay. That's okay. It's fine. Yeah, and it'll be something we'll be able to tell our grandkids. Oh, wait a minute. He's too old to have grandkids with me. GoFundMe, bail me out. For the cost of a cup of coffee, you too. Oh, his name is Robert Wyland. So he's not going to want me to call him Wyland. He's going to want me to call him like Big Bob or something. Okay, I won't say that either. Like Robbie, Robert. Okay. Oh, thanks for getting the door for me, Robert. That's so nice. Oh, you want my address? Seems a little too soon for that, but here it is. Go. Tammy, no men are allowed. Oh, sorry, Mark. I don't know about Bobby. I don't think he looks like a Bobby. I know what he looks like. I'll find a name for him. Maybe you should just start the GoFundMe page now. Okay, I won't. I'm done. And I promise Mark, I hope this made you laugh because I made a complete jerk of myself. And if Wyland, if you're watching this, would you just like let me know what name you prefer to call me? I'm sure it wouldn't be hard to figure out my number. Um, like babe, honey, blue eyes. He's got beautiful blue eyes. His eyes are dreamy. Rob could work. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't come up with um, nicknames for him before I formally meet. Wouldn't that? Yeah. I'm not going to give him the key to my house, and I'm definitely going to tell him where it's hidden. Yeah. And I'm going to make it a lot easier to find. Oh my God, Margaret, I can't even repeat that. I think that's dirty in America. All right, this was way up. I'm going to now have 8,000 comments that say, she's creative, but she talks too much. That's going to be what I get. Oh my God, candy pants. My business card. I never carry my business card. And I have really, wait a minute. 1 second. Linda Glau, if you're doing nothing on Friday, you have to let me know. Okay, look at my business cards. And they're really heavy and like you can remember me. Like, ooh, my I've called my husband Darlin for 25 years and can't call him by his name now. So that's what I'm going to probably have to do. Yeah. So right now, this is actually going to go, look at this. So I don't have any excuses. I have two business cards right in my, there, or only one. Linda just said, do I need to stay available to bail you out? Yeah. And please don't like tell everybody locally. It's going to be embarrassing if that happens. All right, just like it'll be like one of it, like a girl secret. Like we just keep like every time you look at me, you go, yeah, I've got something on you. Yeah. So here we go. I've got it with me. Would it be weird if I made his photo my page? I never carry my business cards. It's horrible. I get asked for them all the time, and I never have them on me. So it ends. I'm taking my medical card out. I can't fit my business card in unless I take the medical card out. Okay, there we go. Business card is in. More than two. What am I going to do? That's what I'll drop at his feet. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Thank you guys for offering to come bail me out. Ida, that would be a great excuse to see you again. The last time I saw you, you were wearing a Comic-Con costume, and I didn't recognize you. Okay, I have my emergency dollar bill out and my medical card out. So I'll have to put that in my purse so that I can carry my business card. I am all ready for Friday. I will be going, and I will take you guys along. All right? I want you to know from the bottom of my heart, this brought me great joy. And for all of the husbands that are listening, please don't judge me. I really am sane. I really am really, really a grounded, sane person. Okay. I kept you guys longer than normal. I will see you all next Wednesday. And for your Artful Journey members, you'll see me Friday morning where we'll talk outfits, my makeup, and the tone I want to send on Friday when I drop into Wyland Studios. This video will immediately go to YouTube, where a bunch of naughty girls are going to leave comments because that's what's happening on my page right now. So go ahead and tell me how single you are and how you need to meet somebody. Because don't we all? Keep you all posted. I'll talk to you soon. And hopefully Wednesday we'll have something really fun to talk about. And maybe have a guest in my studio. Bye, you all. Have a great, great evening.